Radhika, we talked about contemporary music, recorded music, but Kathak is a very live art form. How does one go about presenting it live?
You're right. You're right. So it is. It comes back to our earlier discussion about the purist approach, right? And so while continuing that theme of productions and improvising and going out of that realm, it is important to present it live in its purest form. At Kalaa Kendra, I remember as we were venturing out into productions like Milap, we also did productions like Nritya Darshan, right? Or Darbar, where we brought it back together in the traditional raw format where Kathak was presented with live musicians. And again, it was a lot of collaborative effort, right? Where it was a lot of scouting earlier to say, hey, which is the right tabla person that has played with Kathak? What about some of the other instruments that we can collaborate with? And that was in fact one of my first experiences with the rabab, which is an Afghani instrument, as we know, and then meeting with Qais. And again, all these relations have a lot to do with it, right? So once you collaborate, you have many of these performances that you now present live, then that stays. And in fact, the way it has evolved is Kay started doing a lot of recording also for us, many compositions along the years with different tals, because when you introduce the tal initially as a soundtrack with the same instrumentalist playing for that choreography and students get used to that, then the next phase is for students to get introduced to performing it live. So that was the whole rationale behind it. That's how we started looking at it. And so Japtal as an instance has been one such piece where you'll hear a lot of rabab in our soundtrack recording, and we have presented it live.